We've officially gone to the point that Fratelli Landi has officially signed a professional deal, and he looks incredible. Not only that, he's also recognised as a wonder kid. Now, can we get him to sign a new deal since he is officially eligible to get a professional deal? My client isn't currently interested in entering negotiations with your club. He doesn't believe that our squad is strong enough to play at a level matching his ambitions. Oh, for crying out loud! Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge for Siena. Fratelli Landi is not interested in joining a new contract for us, which means he's only got 2 years left after this deal, which is bad, and I might just sell him. If you enjoy these kind of videos, be sure to like and share this video and to subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. So I've got to ask myself this question. Do I take a risk and keep this guy until the end of this contract, hoping he will re-sign a new deal? Or do I put him on the transfer market, knowing that he's not going to be wanting to sign a new deal anytime soon, since he believes the squad is not good enough to match his ambitions? He's a good Serie A player, and for me, that makes it very difficult to justify letting him go, because he is by far and away our best centre-back. I mean, he's 1.5 stars clear of everyone else. It's kind of a no contest there. I'm just a little disheartened by the fact that we could be about to miss out on this guy, but we got to hope that the players that are coming through, and there's quite a few defenders coming through, can develop nicely and match his ambition, match his desire. That's a lovely sign, isn't it? That we're literally on the verge of losing this guy on potentially very little money because he doesn't want to sign a deal. In other news, apparently the club culture of developing players using the club youth system is not being matched. Why is this an issue now? Why am I having this issue? Please, can, for the love of God, I be told why I'm having this issue? I wish I knew. I wish I bloody knew. So, I kind of said I'll be coming back for the Empoli game, and I was right. I just didn't come back for the Cup game. I came for the League game, because I felt that the Landi incident, I call this an incident now, was more important, considering he is not going to want to sign a new deal unless we make the squad better, which the only way I'm going to do that is by playing the players who are currently not in the first team. I'm also going to look at some of these players and say maybe we don't we got to get rid of that player trait of knocking the ball past his opponent, since apparently that is an issue. Can we get rid of this? Yeah, that's an issue. But still, we've got all these players. I have absolutely got to say, this is a team that is definitely getting better and better and better, and we're going to hope for the absolute best that we can keep this up. The problem with this is the fact that it feels like this team is not going to be to the level I think they should be, which is annoying. And yeah, that's the thing. He's also got under 21 caps now, which for the age of 17 is pretty damn good. And it was in December too, so he got the age of 16. This guy's going to be a legend of the series, and I'm hoping he can stay with us and we can make him a one-club player, but I'm scared he's not going to want to do that with us. And because, well, you know, he wants to win trophies, we're probably not good enough to get him the trophies he wants. Either way, let's talk about the matches that we've had since we last met, because there's not been a lot of them, but they've been productive to say the least. So the first game of 3 we had was actually a 2-0 defeat against Napoli, our first defeat of the season in the league. Wernerson with the opening goal of the game, and then they scored this goal just 3 minutes later. Godai finds Castro, who finds Belmonte, who scores his 10th goal this season with that effort. 11 minutes in, 2-0 down. It was very difficult to recover from that, and we had 4 shots in the entire game, 1 on target. They had 26 shots, 12 on target, and an XG of 4.55. How we did not lose by more than 2 goals, I will never know, but honestly, we were hopeless today, and it was easily our worst performance of the season, not only because of the fact we lost, but because of the fact we gave up so many chances that were chances they should have scored with. They had 4 clear-cut chances. If that doesn't tell you how badly we were being battered, I don't know what does. I really don't know what does. The next game we had was against Hellas Verona, and it was actually a very welcome victory since we'd actually not won for a while, but this is a very well-worked goal. I'm also realizing that Landi might actually be very important for the club, because it feels like when he's playing, the team does better. We managed to get ourselves 2-0 up inside the 91st minute of the game after Oliver scored a rebound of that. Their goalkeeper will feel a bit hard done by with that one, but we managed to kick on, and in the 93rd minute of the game, we managed to go third. Basanti finds Oliver, who shot his save, but then John Abbott scores his first goal this season, and yes, Abbott scoring, it's great. We want him to score goals, we want him to do well. We had an XG of 3.51 in this game, so considering we gave away an XG of 4.55, it's not as bad as it could have been. Either way though, we're hoping for more things, we're hoping to do well. Our substitutes actually made a difference in this game, which is unusual to say the least. Normally when I make substitutes in this save or in this series, they don't tend to do much, but for once, they worked. And I was happy about that. I really was. The last game we had was a away game against Juventus where we drew 2-2. Yes, we are seemingly gaining points against some of the bigger clubs now, despite the fact that Navarro gave them the lead inside 24 minutes in the game. Mapele scored this free kick. I don't know how he's got it in, but Claude did Atsu handle that free kick. And then 90 minutes into the game, we take the lead. Conte finds a bot who's in so much time and space, and he scores. And I'm literally thinking, are we about to beat Juventus? No. 2 minutes later, they get themselves an equaliser. Raul finds Manea, and Manea scores. And therefore, it was a good shot, a good chance. If he'd missed that, that'd be slightly embarrassing, but we were seconds away from beating Juventus, and we even went down to 10 minutes at the end of the day. That's why I landed suspended. Literally, straight from kickoff, we have this highlight. And I was legitimately scared we were about to lose for the 9th straight time against Juventus. But the first time this season, we've managed to get a share of the spoils against Juventus, which is magnificent, to say the least. But yeah, we were very good in times. And for me, Juventus are a difficult team to take down at the better times. But for some reason, since their new measure came in, they've felt like they've become more vulnerable. They felt like a weakened side, like a wounded animal. And Landy gets away a foul here. I think it's definitely deliberate. He's trying to stop the play from going through, and he gets himself a second yellow card. And I was not surprised when I saw that go through, honestly. But I was more surprised at the fact that we held on afterwards. When we do well, it feels like we're doing well. John Abbott, as of late, has been actually really good. To get 2 goals in 2 games is wonderful. Mapele getting his second of the season with that free kick was really good. But yeah, we didn't really deserve the win, or even to share the spoils, quite frankly. They had 17 shots to our 6, 10 on target to our 5. But we managed to hold on, and we managed to be on the verge of beating Juventus at their ground. It was almost the perfect result. Almost being the key word here, because we didn't win, but it's Juventus. I'll take a point against Juventus any day of the week, considering we absolutely don't know how to play against them half the time. So for the first time in 9 attempts, we got to share the spoils against Juventus. What does that do for us on the table, having 4 points in the last 3 matches? So we're coming in 9th place, but we've got a game in hand, and if we win that game in hand, we'll be in 6th place. We need to start getting high at the table, and potentially now European football might need to be the aim, since, you know, Landy wants to leave, and I'm a little scared we're going to lose him. But Empoli being down in 17th place is a good time for us to face them. They've got 1 win in 5. We've got 1 win in 5 as well, but we've drawn instead of lost, which is useful to say the least. But I feel we can beat this time, and this is a very good opportunity to take this team on. Fiorentina are in a relegation zone after 11 matches. I still can't quite believe it's happening, but there you go. If we win, not only will we win, we will be 13 points ahead of the relegation zone as well after 11 matches, which is very useful indeed. But also, looking at the table right now, Milan, Napoli and Juventus, we've taken all 3 teams and we've only lost to 1 of them. And that, for me, is a very promising sign indeed, if only one of those teams have managed to beat us this season. Either way, though, what we got to do is win against Empoli, hopefully. And if we can beat them, that's great news. It'll be very good stuff for us. Mauro is injured. He's out for 5 days. It's not great for him. Conte's out again. He's got injured a lot. He's out for 5 days to 3 weeks due to ankle ligaments being sprained. And Landy's suspended after getting sent off in the last match. So Berti and Colucci will be the assumed defenders at the moment. And we're actually going to see what happens once we don't have Landy in the side. It's a little scary, actually, because I feel like without Landy, we are almost hopeless. And that's not a good sign. Also, the more I'm looking at a bot, the more I'm thinking he might need to be the man we need to put in the first team every week, because he's actually becoming that good. And it's a nice situation to be in. Pignam is also not great, so we're actually going to throw him into the first team, maybe? No. Let's just look at this, actually. Yeah, they want me to throw Pignam into the first team. Alright, let's do that. And we are going to say this. Dai apparently should be a box-to-box midfielder. Okay. It works, apparently. Alright, interesting. He can play there. I did not know he could play there. Let's look at this. I mean, he's not the best at it. Oh, he's got the finishing. What the hell? He's got the finishing for it. Wow. All right. Yeah, maybe he is the box-to-box midfielder I can look into. I forgot he had that 10 finishing of 10. Let's make him the box midfielder in the meantime then. He's not amazing, but maybe this is the key. Conte starts on the left. Brazzoni is dropped after a while when Dye is not playing. This is useful. I generally hadn't realised it was that good in that position. They want me to put Gallardi in and Kaluki in. Alright, let's do this. Issue with Gallardi here is the fact his dribble less thing is annoying because he knocks the ball past his opponent. So we need to make him a ball-winning defender, which would hurt us a little, I think. So let's make them a ball-winning defender. I think we're going to do that. Ball-playing defender for both of them. This could hurt us. I'll be honest. This could hurt us a lot. But I'm going to take this risk because I think having the ball-playing defenders could be a good thing to do. And also, it means that Gallardi can actually train that position, train that role. And he's already training the role, so it's not like he's being useless. We just need to make him a better player in that regard, yeah? Hopefully, he's not going to be absolutely useless. He's got 8 heading, I just realised. We need to work on his heading. Let's look at this. Aerial. There we go. Bravery 2 of 7. Let's work on that. Let's work on that and make him a better player. Even if he's not meant to be better than the Serie B player at least. But either way, let's do this. I'm scared. I'm absolutely scared it's going to go badly. But we're going to see what we can do. Without our best player, we could be useless. So let's hope for the best. Let's pray that we can do this productively. Let's go. We've got a free kick. Mampelli takes it. It's good ball to Brazzoni, who is being denied. Should have scored with that. Really should have scored. That's literally the only highlight so far. I'm a little annoyed if this ends up being another 0-0 draw for a highlight. I swear, we're getting enough of these. I'm not happy with the performance. Let's get them to do something productive here, shall we? A free kick. We're going to pause this briefly to still play to ease off tackles, or Bertie takes the free kick in the meantime. Here's Rossi. Die on the ball now. That's a wonderful ball to Bondi. Look at that for a pass. And Bondi's lost out. But it looks like a penalty is going to be given. Okay. That looks a little harsh. I'm going to be honest. He looks like he's got the ball there. But if Oliver gets a chance to take a penalty, then we could be good, maybe? It is going to be given? Yes? No? Oh, it's given it. It's been given. Oh, that's a little harsh. I genuinely thought that was not a penalty, but okay. Apparently it's a penalty. Oliver to take it. Oliver scores it. 1-0. I feel a little bad, actually, that one. That did not feel like a penalty to me. But there you go. 1-0 either way. That's a good start. To the second half. We should have really got a goal earlier, but 1-0 against Empoli in a game that we need to win to get ourselves into 6th place. And we've done ourselves justice here. Bundy with the penalty they won, and they get... Is that my former player, by the way? That feels like... Hold the phone. No, those are my former players there. The one that was Udinese last year. He's gone to Empoli. Wow, he has gone to a lot of places this season in his career. The poor soul, he's been dumped everywhere. Here's Pigneri, now Bondi. And he can play this in. He's going to go for... No, he's cut inside. Goes for goal. Keeper's post it into the post. And that is lucky for them. It's not 2-0. I've got to look at this. It's the same guy, isn't it? It is my former player. Wow, he's been to a lot of places since he left us. I feel bad for him at this point because he's actually a good player. He's just inconsistent. He's a good Serie B player. Could be a decent Serie A player. But wow, of all players to turn up again, he's like a constant thorn on my side now ever since he left me. He really is. Well, it wasn't many highlights, but we got the win. 1-0 thanks to a penalty with an XG of 2.03. So really, we should have won by more. But defensively, maybe going for the ball-playing defender might be the right call in future games. Because going for a centre-back, while great, doesn't really help the players who like to knock the ball past their opponents. So maybe that's a thing we need to look into for the foreseeable future. Either way, backline were amazing. And that, for me, is just what we needed. Kickstart, well, not kickstart our career, but just to continue our charge to the top. We're now in 6th place with 20 points. It's a very good situation to be in. We've got half the points we need to get into safety territory. And we're now at 13 points clear of the relegation zone. This is good. This is really good. I know it's earlier than I was expected to be here. I know this is earlier than I was expected to be back, but I'm happy about this. And we're going to keep going. And I think we're going to end this here because Landy's situation is something I need to look into. I think we're going to be back for the Pescara game. And hopefully we'll have some good results because Frosinone, Empoli in the Cup, Lazio, Sampdoria, Inter. These 3 games could be difficult going forward. So hopefully our season hasn't unraveled by that point and that we'll have a good season to go by. But yeah, then Fiorentina, Atalanta, Sassuolo. that's a group of difficult games as well, honestly, even if you and Siena are in the relegation zone right now. Still, we're definitely going to end this here. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video, and that you all subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.